Tell me, what is some of your advice that you're going to give to some of the new council members as you're leaving?
Well, I would say listen carefully to everybody who comes before the council and reach out to those that don't. Think long term. Think about who's not in the room, whose voices need to be heard. And then when you take a position, after thinking it through carefully, explain it to people and stick to it unless there's a very good reason to do something different. People appreciate consistency, they appreciate conscientiousness, and pick a few issues to focus on. There are some issues that take many years to pass, and some of those that I worked over the years were like the smoke-free restaurant law, the living wage law, disability retirement reform. Pick a few issues that will make a difference, that are important, and that need a big push to get done, but that won't get done unless someone on the county council or a group of people on the council does that.
Any suggestions on what committees that Sidney Katz and Tom Hugger should be sitting on?
Well, I know that Sidney Katz, who will be the new council member from District 3, is interested in the Public Safety Committee, and that's a wonderful committee to serve on. I know because we've had a chance to meet, and that's a committee I chaired for a long time. So that would be one I'd highly recommend to Sidney. And Tom will have opportunities to serve on several committees, I'm sure, as well, although council members end up serving on 2. I think he is very open-minded about it based on a conversation we had. The fact is that everything goes to the full council. Unlike in Congress or Annapolis, nothing dies in committee. So you get a crack at everything regardless of what committee you serve on. And so it makes that a little less critical than if you were in Congress or in Annapolis.
What's something, are we going to see you on the other side of the table? What is something you haven't finished doing that we might see you pushing for from this side?
Sure. I'm really pleased that the council passed the public financing bill that I introduced, and that we've been an issue for 13 years. It took a long time to get the authority to do that. So that will go into effect for the next election. But what needs to be done still at the state level, and which I'll continue working on, is redistricting reform so that we eliminate gerrymandering, which has made Maryland a laughingstock with some of the outrageously absurd lines that have been drawn for congressional districts. So that's something I'm going to continue to work on. I'm also going to work on open primaries because we need to encourage more people to vote. And right now, independents are frozen out of the primaries with the exception of the nonpartisan elections. So the independent turnout is microscopic in primaries, and we can change that, or the state can change that, by having a one primary for everybody, where everybody votes in the same primary, everybody runs in the same primary, and the top 2 go on to the general election.